Well, this is the 16/11/16. Now about the Clinton administration and the Benghazi attack and the Esbjerg, Denmark attack. The mails were sent 2011-12. I was foreinformed by a Norwegian diplomat about the coming attack, and I didn't believe it that my own people, that was the United States, and then the government of Denmark, which I was staying in as a diplomat, would attack me as thanks for making good relationship and stopping Cold War, Northern Ireland peace process, and ex-Yugoslavia saving 9,000 people. And even that, abusing data for enormous amount of money in entertainment and design. Abuse, right? So if you after that, try and find some reason in this, it can only be that a lot of media were having a blackout. A lot of, you could say, community of different kind supported to the Clinton, had a kind of blackout in what she was doing or what her staff was doing. And the reason why you could say that some of the investigation went on so long time was that she wouldn't confess. They had all the data on what she did with the mails, how she handled, ask for question in harm's way to more security for diplomacy, both in Denmark but in Libya. She ignored that, and she even ignored it when she's asked question, and she misguided both the court and the public, and she even kind of made herself into a victim of a misunderstood woman, right? It's clearly that the FBI was put on the case earlier, and that they failed. So you could say there wouldn't probably haven't would be another outcome of the election if Clinton were being honest and admitted her mistakes before and stepped off. And you could also say if the media had been a little more critical to what was going on in the hearings and really were trying to understand that the diplomacy of the United States were being threatened from inside, right? And if they understood that FBI failed in the first of investigation, and therefore there had to be new people on the case to try and find out why FBI failed and why the administration around Mrs. Clinton and Bill Clinton uh, constantly had ties to different things that actually seem to be also sex crimes and maybe also traffic crimes. And all of this is previous investigation and on-running investigation, right? So we had a lot of administration that actually normally would prosecute and would actually tell a person that this person could not be elected because of crimes, right? So it is nothing to do with a kind of political agenda about whether we think that America should be republic or democratic. Actually, I have worked for both Republican president and Democratic president with no problem. I have really no interest in politics. I have interest in justice, in foreign relations, and security, right? And that's what I do the most of my time. I try to make good relations, and Clinton's administration has made it much more worse to have good relations because there was a kind of lie involved in this all the time. I had to tell European, also Russians and Arabian and Indian Pakistan that my missing security and my missing presence in meetings or even income had to do with, we think that it might be something to do with organized crime. We don't know, but there must be some kind of transfer problem, or there must be some communication breakdown. We don't know what it is, but you know. And now we know. Now we know it was from the inside of the government. There was a hidden mailbox, hidden income that didn't get the right places, missing security, and actually a kind of almost shadow account or double account and double standard that I could work dead hard on all of these relations while she could, run the money in. This is fraud. And actually, about Steve, You know, I was almost killed September 12th. And again, being called worse things than you know what, and attempted kill on that account a month later. And I don't know for real if my boy it was attempted, hurt, harmed, or so on. So this is not over, as they say. Then I'm informed that the call I made after the four people intruded my home on orders from the top of Denmark, but the orders were made in a kind of agreement with Mrs. Clinton and Visit 2012, and also to Norway. Norway knew that we were endangered, but couldn't do that much, you know. And that's the problem with people that has so much power as Clinton has. That smaller country that normally would get advice from United States without knowing the law of United States or what she had got herself into. They followed that sometimes they followed illegal orders from an outsider, right? And also that it will this what they did in September 12 and previous and ongoing was illegal even in Denmark, right? So this is about that some people don't know the law, both in Denmark, in America, other places. And that is maybe a learning lesson for all people working in state administration, in community administration, as police people, as FBI people, that if they don't know the law, so they can say, hey, if I get an order from the top and I know the order is illegal, then I can say, no thanks, it's illegal, right? We have to have a stronger understanding why all of this could take place when people knew the laws, or didn't they know the laws? Did they just take, okay, I will do that because you say it? And then there are no question asked, right? I can also hear when I talk to the commune in the south of this area, they haven't really studied the law about the answers they're giving. They just think we are not interested in knowing anything about this. You can't answer like this because it is about this. It is ongoing. So there's no way they can stay out of it, you know? Sorry.